We were just talking about the heat wave, and I'm sure a few of you have gotten into your cars recently and sat on that seat and scorched your legs. Well, here to tell us how to prevent that from happening to you is Art Dobb with Motor Sheep of Reno, a regular guest on our show, and for good cause this time of year especially. Art, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mitch.
Well, I was just talking about that heat wave and people scorching their seats, and you have a solution for it. So let's talk about sheepskins and what they can do to save somebody burning their legs this time of year.
Sheepskin, a lot of people have the misconception that the best time for sheepskin is in the winter time, but we actually sell more sheepskin in the summer than we do in the winter. And that's because sheepskin has some unique properties. One, when you set on it, it doesn't mash flat, so it allows air to still circulate. It stays real neutral in temperature. It doesn't feel hot in the summer or cold in the winter. It absorbs up to 30% of its own weight in moisture, so it wicks perspiration away from you. And then the other thing, of course, that it does is it protects your seats from the wear and tear as you're climbing in and out, and it also prevents the UV rays from degrading your seats.
Well, and I think there's another huge misconception, Art, and this one, you've talked about it before, but it's been a while, so I'd like to review it a little bit, is that, people will try to go online and buy these or go to a discount department store and they'll see them for, they think on sale with a good price, but there's different grades of this that they need to know about.
Sheepskin is a leather, of course, and like leather, there's like 10 different grades of sheepskin, and it has to do with the density of the sheepskin and the thickness or the height of the nap. And we carry the top grades of sheepskin, and even our least expensive sheepskin is a nice thick grade with a nice nap on it.
So there may be somebody listening, Art, that had bought sheepskins before, and they, like I said, from a online or through a department store type of in a box and threw them on their car, and they didn't wear well. And I just want them to know that there is a difference in the grades of those, that you get what you pay for when it comes to sheepskins.
That's true. In fact, our least expensive covers, the average lifespan on those is like 4 to 6 years is what most people get.
And the ones that come in a box, I've seen people not get but one season out of them. Flattened out, crushed down, worn down, because that's the lower grades typically that they're buying in those boxes.
That's true.
And then, so there's different grades, and then you also go to great measure to install them and fit them. And I think that's another complaint for some people that have had them and bought them and put them on themselves. They're, difficult to install, and they're always moving around on a seat, but that's not the case when they buy sheepskins from you. So talk about that installation process and what you provide in provisions and installation and tailoring.
When we do the installation, we always make sure that we get a really good fit. A lot of the universal covers don't fit quite right, and we have a sewing machine at our store, and if the corners are too big or whatever it needs, if we need to add extra straps here and there, we do that so that when we get finished with the installation, it looks good and it's going to stay in place well, and the straps are hidden. We see installs that people have done themselves, and usually the straps are run over the top of the side plastic trim panels and stuff. And we always put the straps behind the side trim panels and everything, so everything looks clean and nice.
And you also prevent some unnecessary wear on those trim components if you install them properly. Also, the other interesting thing that I think fascinates me is that you have sheepskins beyond just the seats. One other thing, too, if you will, before you go into that, is mention the provisions you make for seatbelts and airbags and things.
Almost all the new cars, in fact, I'd say 99.9% of new cars now have side airbags in the seats, and a lot of the cars have had side airbags for 10 years now. So when we install a seat cover, if the seat has side airbags, some of our covers already come with the provision for that. Our less expensive ones do not, but we do what's called an airbag modification, where we make sure that airbag would be able to deploy if it had to.
Well, and one of the other things too is that you will cover some other additional components that are not always included in these boxes as well, right?
Yes.
Like armrests and things like that, you can do some additional provisions for.
We can do armrests, headrests, also, yes.
And now let's talk about the other sheepskin products, because you have a whole showroom full of other things that, like, people reach out this time of the year and they grab their steering wheel and they can't even hold on to it. Some of these wood wheels and leather wheels get to be to a point where they can actually hurt you.
Yes. In addition to the seat covers, we have sheepskin steering wheel covers that, again, stay neutral in temperature. So even on the hottest day, it's not going to burn your hands. The other thing that we have, which is nice, a lot of, especially ladies that are a little shorter, the shoulder belt will rub their neck or irritate their neck. And we have sheepskin seat belt covers that prevent that. They go over the seat belt, and rather than the seat belt cutting into your neck, you have a nice soft sheepskin against your neck.
And then for the kids in the back seats too, you can do the belt covers, but you also have some things for the kids in child seats.
That's true. We have medical grade sheepskin, and these are good for several different things. For babies and infants and toddlers, they're great in bassinets or cribs or in the baby car seats. And because of those properties that I mentioned earlier, it makes it a lot more comfortable for the baby. In addition, the medical sheepskins are good for people that are bedridden. Because of those properties, again, they prevent bed sores. And the reason they're called medical grade sheepskin is they've been tanned in such a way that you can actually machine wash the sheepskin. Majority of sheepskin should actually be dry cleaned, but on the medical grade sheepskin, it can be washed.
So the ones for the baby seats in the back seat, I mean, you've got the same thing for the kid. You put them into a car seat and it can get very hot. You can put a medical grade sheepskin seat in there, and it's okay if they're spilling things on it. You can still throw it in your washing machine.
That's true.
I mean, that's a big deal for the parent, and also wanting to make your kid more comfortable in that seat, because it can get very hot in those as well. And then you also do sheepskins for the home, for your feet and for your floors. Talk about those.
We have sheepskin rugs that come in various sizes and lots of different designs that are absolutely beautiful. And they're great for like home decoration, floors, or some people even hang them on the walls because some of them are that beautiful.
And you have some hanging in your shop that are absolutely beautiful. I mean, just the idea of being able to, same thing on a wood floor, to not have that hot, cold sensation, to be able to, lay down there and play with your kid and have that, product that wicks away the any perspiration and be comfortable is beautiful. And then also you do slippers, and I have to admit, I own a pair, and winter, summer, it doesn't matter. This is the birthday present, the Valentine's Day present, whatever, for anybody. They will love you for them. I am attached to mine. Talk about the slippers and boots that you offer.
Yes, we have different styles of slippers. We have the booty style. We have moccasin style. We have scuffs. We have some with rubber soles and some with soft soles. And we cover the men from size 7 to 14 and the ladies from size 5 to 9. We also have the UGG style boots that are real nice.
Well, this is just one of those places where, you can pick up a gift and you can make your car more comfortable, more beautiful, and your home more comfortable and beautiful. Art, thank you for being back on our show today. That's Art Daub with Motor Sheep of Reno. And how do they get a hold of you, Art?
Phone number is 825-3433. We're on the corner of South Virginia and South McCarran in the Smithridge Shopping Center. That's the same shopping center as Toys R Us.
Well, if you want to beat the heat and take care of your seats, you can reach him at carseatcoverreno.com as well. That's Art Daub of Motor Sheep of Reno. Thank you so much for being here today.